Hey everyone, welcome to Hockey Skate Down. Before we get into the video, I just want to say thank you to all my subscribers. If you want to join our hockey team, it's free. Click subscribe, hit the notification bell to all. Thank you all so much, and let's get started. Before the league went into pause, I was watching a lot of those shows on the NHL Network. A lot of the analysts, and especially on Leafs Lunch and Overdrive, and they were talking about the way the Leafs were playing throughout the year. As the league went on pause, the Toronto finished up to that point of 36, 25, and 9 for 81 points. And they were in a playoff position, but they were basically talking throughout the year, if they didn't make the playoffs or if they get ousted early in the playoffs, would they make a bold move this year to help them out going into the offseason and change the core and the character of this team? There was a lot of scrutiny with this team throughout the year, them having no emotion, no heart, no strong two-way play, always worried about the offensive side of the game and not concentrating on a total gameplay. There was a lot of scrutiny with this, especially recently when Ray Ferraro was talking about him being in between the benches and not hearing a peep out of the Toronto bench. He said that, it was a strange feeling. There was no talking on the bench. There was no shouting. It was just players going in and out of the shifts and just coming back, and there was like no talking, no emotion throughout the game, and it was very odd to him. So this was a thing that was brought about, especially with the whole Mitch Marner thing too, when he had post-game comments about a game, basically shouting out some teammates about, oh, we have to play better and we're not playing as good right now. So it was kind of a lot of this throughout the year with this sort of gameplay from the Leafs. So, it led me to believe, like they were talking about, would the Toronto Maple Leafs in the offseason, in the event they don't make the playoffs or they get ousted early in the playoffs, would they make a bold move to break up one of those big pieces up front, or would they trade a couple of their players like they were trying to do this leading into this trade deadline? So let's talk about a couple of players, a couple of RFAs, UFAs, and then we'll discuss it a little later. Their RFAs are Malgin, Gauthier, Dermott, Mikheyev, and Mikheyev's going to need a better deal this next year. He's currently on an expiring contract that has $925,000. He's played in 39 games, 8 goals, 15 assists, 23 points, and he's looked great out there. He really has. A lot of promise about this guy coming into the league. Big, strong, physical, and he has a scoring touch too. And, it's a shame to see his season get cut short, but he has a lot of promise, and I think he's going to make a good bridge deal coming up. The UFAs, namely the one I want to talk about is Tyson Barrie. He's basically going to price himself out of Toronto. And since Sheldon Keefe came, he's been playing a lot better as of late. He has 5 goals, 34 assists, 39 points, and it's going to be hard for the Leafs to re-sign him. So I could see him hitting the UFA market. And then you have Cody Ceci, Clifford, Spezza, amongst others. And let's talk about the main core of this team. Willie Nylander has been having a great year, and these are all the numbers per cap friendly. He's been having a sensational year. 31 goals, 28 assists, 59 points, $6.9 million for the 5 years. And William Nylander was one of those names that was always in question with Leaf fans. With the whole holdout he signed, and it was, they were pissed off because his contract was so high. He held out for so much. But he's been having a great year, and he's kind of living up to this contract, scoring 31 goals, and he's very noticeable in a lot of games this year. Mitch Marner, 16 goals, 51 assists, 67 points, $10.893 million for the 6 years. Kasperi Kapanen, 13 goals, 23 assists, 36 points, $3.2 million for the 3 years. Austin Matthews, solid year. 47 goals, 33 assists, 80 points, $11.63 million for the 5 years. John Tavares, 26 goals, 34 points, 26 goals, 34 assists, 60 points, $11 million for the 6 years. Kerfoot, a lot of speculation around him that he's not having the best of year. 9 goals, 19 assists, 28 points, $3.5 million for the 4 years. And Andreas Janssen, currently injured, $3.4 million for the 4 years. So I saw on the website they were talking about the roster next year and what the team kind of has going forward. They have 10 forwards signed on, currently making roughly together around $55.014 million. Defense is 4 with $12.26 million, and goalies for $6.65 million, and that's kind of a total of around $73.93 million. And they said with the cap, it was just with those players, and they're still going to have to add a lot in this upcoming offseason. And they said before the NHL went on pause that it'd be around anywhere from $82 million to $88 million. But when the NHL went on pause because of what's going on in the world, they said that it's going to drastically dip because of the NHL going on pause and hurting them financially as well. So, when watching all those shows, I wanted to do a Leafs video kind of summarizing what's going on with them. I kind of thought it'd be interesting to talk about this. Do the Leafs, with what Dubas did last year, he made a lot of good trades to get them under the cap, brought in a couple of really good names to help out this team. And, some of them played well, some of them didn't live up to it, but, they're still in a playoff position as of now. But, what do they do in this offseason? Do they try to relieve themselves of a huge contract with Mitch Marner? Or do they go to the trade route they were talking about leading into this trade deadline with, either Kapanen, Kerfoot, or Janssen? Do they try to give away some of those pieces and help themselves out that way? I don't know. It's just interesting to talk about. It really is. Breaking up a big piece, like Mitch Marner, getting almost $11 million off your books, you can add a lot to a team. And doing it the other way, you're going to nickel and dime everything by trying to remove one, trying to add that piece for that player and try to add some more elsewhere. It's going to be difficult with this team. So we'll see what happens, and if Kyle Dubas has more magic up his sleeve to do another magical offseason like he did last year. But, it's going to be hard for this team to, build a good team around that core four making so much money. It's going to be very hard, but is this the year the Leafs make a big bold move and trade one of them instead of all those other players and trying to add to this team? Very interesting to see what happens. I wanted to discuss this. Comment below, let me know what you guys and girls think. Would you rather see Mitch Marner go? He's been having a good year, but the thing is that you have a lot of these players always thinking offense, 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 when you want to bring in more character players to help out and build a better, stronger two-way game to help this team out. So comment below, let me know what you think. Would you rather see Mitch Marner go? Would you rather see other players go to help out your cap situation going to next season? Comment below, let me know. And as always, thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the hockey channel. Thank you so much. Have a great night. Have a great day tomorrow, and take it easy.